Hi, I'm Emily Dunlop, Senior Planner with the Vancouver Park Board. I'm here in Stanley Park, one of North America's largest urban parks and a much-loved destination for both residents and visitors. Did you know Stanley Park Drive was first developed in the late 19th century? Fast forward over 130 years and it really hasn't changed very much. Today, there's an average of 18 million visits to the park every year, and that number is growing. In 2021, we kicked off the Stanley Park Mobility Study, which looks to answer the question, can we improve access in this increasingly popular park and reduce traffic congestion without expanding park road space? This summer, we're asking for your thoughts on 6 potential options that could improve the way you move around Stanley Park. We've used data analysis and public feedback to shortlist these options from an initial list of 21, ranking them against factors such as safety, accessibility, climate action, and park experience. These options range in their level of access for vehicles, which includes cars, pickup trucks, and motorcycles, as well as cycling, which includes bikes, e-bikes, e-scooters, and hand cycles, and private tour buses. All options involve implementing a public transit or shuttle service, can be implemented over time, starting with short-term or interim actions, can be mixed and matched depending on the geographical area of the park, and allow for full access for emergency and operational vehicles. The first option, option A, would close Park Drive to vehicles at specific and pre-scheduled times, like on a weekly basis, maybe on weekends, or at certain times of the day like mornings or afternoons during the busy spring or summer season. Park Drive would still be open to cyclists and a public transit or shuttle service during these times. Option B would require vehicles to book a specific but free time slot in advance of their visit, similar to BC destinations such as Bunsen Lake. This would mean limiting the number of vehicles in the park during peak times. Option C involves using one lane of Park Drive for cars and using one lane for public transit and tour buses. While the road would not be marked specifically for cycling, it could still be used for this purpose. Option D would involve dedicating one lane of Park Drive for cycling while keeping the other lane for vehicles. A protected bike lane would provide physical separation from vehicles and would be designed to let emergency and service vehicles get through. Option E would involve closing Park Drive to vehicles and dedicating one lane for buses only, which include public transit or a shuttle, and tour buses, and a second protected lane dedicated for cyclists. And finally, option F would involve closing Park Drive to vehicles and dedicating the full road for cycling in 2 directions, shared with a one-way shuttle or transit service. The road would be prioritized and clearly indicated for cycling use, and the shuttle or transit service would be slow-moving and likely every 15 minutes. Now we want to hear from you. Have your say by completing the survey at shapeyourcity.ca/Stanley Park Mobility Study.